As I was driving along a remote road in the middle of a quiet and seemingly ordinary afternoon, I noticed something moving slowly on the side of the road. At first glance, it looked like a piece of trash blowing in the wind. However, as I got closer, I saw that it was something very different and infinitely more fragile. It was a small puppy, crying and writhing, completely alone. The puppy was visibly frightened. Its whimpers were weak, but full of desperation. It looked around as if begging for help, but the few cars that passed kept going, without even slowing down. No one stopped. No one reached out. The feeling of abandonment that this small being conveyed was devastating. Instinctively, I parked the car on the shoulder and quickly got out. With each step I took towards it, the suffering in its huge, teary eyes became more evident. When I knelt down to approach him, the puppy, with a moving effort, tried to crawl towards me as if he were gathering the last strength he still had. And, in an almost inaudible gesture, he seemed to say, "Please, save me." Very carefully, I reached out my arms and picked him up. His little body was trembling with cold, fear, and hunger. As soon as he felt the warmth of my embrace, he snuggled against my chest, as if he had finally found the shelter he had been looking for. I quickly looked around, trying to identify any sign of his mother or a possible owner. But there was nothing. No clue. Only emptiness and the certainty that this puppy had been abandoned to his fate. Without hesitation, I decided to take him with me. On the way back home, I could feel his little heart beating fast. But little by little, as the car moved forward, he seemed to relax, as if he knew that the storm was finally over. As soon as we arrived, I prepared a welcoming space. I cleaned his dirty, tangled little body, offered him fresh water and a nutritious meal. I prepared a soft bed where he could rest safely. For the first time in who knows how long, that little creature was able to sleep without fear. In the days that followed, I watched his transformation with immense joy. Every morning, I saw a different puppy, stronger, more playful, more full of life. He discovered the pleasure of running after toys, chasing balls, and jumping clumsily around the house with contagious happiness. In one of those special moments, while I was resting on the couch, he jumped into my lap without hesitation. He laid his little head under my chin and with innocent affection began to lick my face, as if expressing in the only way he knew how, his immense gratitude. It was impossible to contain my emotion. The tears came without me being able to stop them. In that silent embrace, I understood that something very deep had formed between us. That puppy, once lost and without hope, was now part of my life, my faithful companion. Since then, he has never left my side. He would follow me around the house with light steps, wagging his tail in a sign of happiness and loyalty. And in every look, in every gesture, there was a silent reminder of the power of love, of the importance of reaching out to those in need, even if it is a small, defenseless creature on the side of a forgotten road. That memory of rescuing such a vulnerable puppy and watching him flourish with love and care will forever remain one of the most touching experiences of my life.